everybody.
Thank you, dog. It's Friday. Yay!
Happy TDIF, everyone.
Oh my gosh, so happy to be with everybody today. If you're a dog mom, dog dad, please tell all your dog loving friends. We've got a really fun craft for today, a really fun Dollar Tree DIY. We tend to do lots of those. This one's really super fun and easy and festive and dogified and all kinds of good stuff. We're calling it a jelly roll fall fabric PUPkin. I got Ginger over here playing next to me. She's all spiced up for the holiday as well. And basically, it's going to be a really easy craft. But the fun part about this one is the really cool and quirky pumpkin stem. We're going to like upgrade our pumpkin stem. So I'm really excited to share everybody the tips and tricks on how to do that today. So hello, everybody. If you don't know who we are, I am Patty, and I'm here with Hillary.
Hey, everybody.
And we are the co-founders of Hound DIY, and we have all kinds of recipes, crafts, all kinds of
recipes,
good stuff.
all kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah, in our libraries, there's lots of fall stuff, Halloween stuff, all kinds of good stuff coming up, and in our libraries that you can check out. And as I said, sprinkle the puppy love. It does help us out. All right. Yeah. So all that said, we're going to dive right in. So recent trip to Dollar Tree. And we found this really adorable pumpkin. So cute. It's kind of got a burlap.
It's got burlap. Yeah. So it's a styrofoam pumpkin. So really nice and light. And it's just covered in this burlap here. And then has this little plastic stem on it. They have a bunch of different kinds of pumpkins too. But this one's nice. And it'll work well as the base for what we're doing for it. So
yeah. You can pick any size. Yeah, but that one works really well. And one of the things I like about the pumpkin is it's got kind of those indentations that really give it that gourd-like shape, which is really kind of nice because we're going to cover all that up, and that still helps keep some of the shape, and it doesn't end up looking like a baseball, right? It's like some pumpkins don't really have a lot of character to them, and this one really does, which is nice. Yeah. So the first thing, we're going to do is pop off that ugly
pull
looking
out this
stem,
plastic stem.
Yeah. I mean, it's cute, but we're gonna
upgrade it.
Hey, Skylar, thanks for being with us today. Yeah,
so there's
pops right out. And if you have to push in some of the fabric,
you might have to push that back in there, but you can just take some scissors or even just my finger here.
Yeah,
and you can push that back in where you need it.
Works great. And then we had a jelly roll of dog fabrics. That's where the name kind of came from. So the jelly roll fall fabrics, we have this. And we had some of this as well, which is really kind of cute. I think it's a spoonflower print of dog bones, which we really love. And so you're just going to cut. So the jelly rolls are about 2.5 inches wide using pinking shears so that it doesn't fray. And you're just going to cut a bunch of strips of your fabric. And the length is going to depend on the length of your pumpkin. So for ours, it was about 8 inches. There might be a little leftover, a little extra from that. But then the technique that we're using to cover our pumpkin is to take the fabric and we're going to fold it over a little bit. We're rolling it basically. So you're just going to make a tube. We're rolling it into a little tube. So just kind of folding it until you have like just a little tube of fabric. Super easy. So we can hold it, keep its shape. And then you're just going to take your pumpkin and we are just pinning it to the top and bottom of our pumpkin with stick pins. Or if you want to use hot glue, you can do that as well.
Yep.
So just poking it in.
And for me, I could use the same, like as you're pinning in, you can keep on taking that one pin out, like as you keep on adding strips. So you don't have to have individual pins for every single strip. You can kind of do a few with that same pin. If you just pull it back out and pin in your next strip, kind of.
That's a nice idea. Yeah. I just kept adding new ones. So just pinned it to the top and the bottom. And then I have a little extra on the end at the bottom, and we can just cut that. Just take scissors and cut that off. You're trying to keep it as less as bulky as possible, because you're just going to
Yep.
keep adding fabric to the top and bottom over and over again. I'll do one more here. Just kind of rolling it up. And you can mix and match your fabrics. We're kind of doing a little bit of a stripe pattern, so we're just alternating the two fabrics back and forth, but you could do a random pattern with your fabrics as well.
And you could also
Really
do
fun,
obviously
creative.
different. We're doing kind of a fall theme here, but you could do, you know, if you wanted to go really Halloweenish, you could do like plaids and like black and white paw prints, or
Oh,
you know,
yeah. That would be
something
great.
like
Oh, I
that.
love that. Yeah.
So you can really kind of customize it for whatever the decor is that you're looking for.
All right, just putting my last one in. Sorry about that. Let me trim off the end. And there we go. It's so cute.
Yeah,
These are
it really
so
does turn out
adorable. They're really fun.
And one of the
as you
things
said-
that I love about this one too is like use up your scraps. That was part of the reason why we were trying to come up with something. We have lots and lots of dog fabric. So use up your scraps on something like this. It doesn't have to be all uniform. So if you have a bunch of different fabrics
Yeah.
that sort of coordinate, use them up and use it for something like this. And you can really make it kind of colorful and cute. Like I
Yeah.
could see really bright, bright florals or something like that would be really fun as a pumpkin as well. So
Right.
let
And
your
then in different
imagination run
sizes.
wild. Yes.
Like different
Yep.
sizes would be really cute too. So you have them, kind of clustered together would be really neat. All right. So then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of an embellishment. So at my Dollar Tree, they had these really cute kind of faux leather decor items. I mean, I guess you could hang them from like your rear view mirror or whatever. You could put them, we're obviously using them for a craft. I just love the sayings, like the one that I'm using today says grateful. The other one, what does it say? Says thankful. Some of them say blessed or harvest, different sayings. And we're just going to use one of these. But if you can't find that, you can just use some leaves at Dollar Tree as well.
Yeah, and I had some leaves, and unfortunately my Dollar Tree did not have those. So if you do find them, grab them. They're really cute.
Yeah,
And
they
I could see
are.
using them for like on gifts. If you were giving a gift of like a basket full of things for Thanksgiving or something like that, you could
That's
use
a great
that as your
idea.
little gift tag and stuff.
Great idea. So I just cut the end on mine. I kind of kept the little leather that it's attached to, and I'm just going to glue this to the top of my pumpkin. I'm kind of looking to see where I want the front of my pumpkin to be. And I'm going to kind of just glue that off to the side. And attach it. Because we're going to put the stem on top. So we kind of just want to tuck this under the stem, and rather than putting the stem on first, we're just going to glue that down before we make and put our stem together. So there it is. Cute. Super easy. And you can do a couple of them if you want. You can do as many of these as you want. Totally fine. Then the other thing that we grabbed, or at least that I was, poor Hillary.
Patty was able to grab. Not all Dollar Trees have everything, so sometimes you just kind of gotta make do with what's at your Dollar Tree.
Yeah, exactly. So this one has a wire jute cord. So this is wired. It's not just the regular. It does have a wire inside it. And this is what I'm going to use to make the stem. If you have any kind of wired jute, anything that's got a wire to it, stiff, that you can turn and move, is all you need. And rather than cut a length of this, basically what you're going to do is you're going to start at one end, and you're going to fold about 4 inches in. And then you're going to repeat that process, folding 4 inches at a time, until you have 4 bends in your wire. Let's see if I can do this. All right. Let's see if I can show this a little better. So you can see I've got it bent 1, 2, 3, and 4 times. So it's a little bit more than a W, right? A little bit bigger than a W. Then you're going to take the bottom 2. Oh, sorry. Got to turn this the other way around. The open end should be pointing up. And you take the bottom 2 stem bends, folds, whatever, in your jute. And you're going to bend that up just about an inch or half an inch. This is going to be the base of our pumpkin stem. Okay. So I've got 2 bends and my wire sticking up. Then I'm going to take the long end and I'm going to start wrapping that around the folded part. We're covering that part up. So we're just going around and around until we cover all of that up. So it's covered, but I want a fat base. I want the base to kind of spread out. So we're going to go around just a couple more times, but this time it's going to be looser. It's going to be wider. We're going to make a nice wide base. So I'm going around 2 more times. All right. And then I have this really long tail. So you can see I've got 2 loops at the top still, 2 bends, my loose end that I started with, and then I've wrapped it all the way around, and I've got a nice kind of fat little base. And then you're going to take a pen or pencil with the long end, and you're going to just wind it around a few times. We're kind of making it look like a vine, right? This long end.
The little curly cues that you get to see on your pumpkins.
Yeah. And I'm going to just take my wire cutters and just cut whatever's left over. Okay, so this is what it looks like so far.
Cute.
Okay, nice little wide base. So then you take the 2 little bends, you leave that loose one alone, the empty one alone, the end wire alone. Take your 2 little loops or bends, and now we're just going to twist these together. All right, they're twisted together, and then we're going to bend them over into a little arch like you'd see on your stem. And then this last little wire, we're just going to pretend that's another little vine, and we're just going to wind it around, and it can still poke up a little bit, right? And there you go. You've got your little stem. And I made another one here. Took a little bit more time and care to make it, but you can kind of see how it's tapered along here, and then it gets wider. And then I've got a nice little curly cue at the end. I've twisted those 2 little loops at the top, bent it over, and then I've got my other little viney wire coming up there. So that's it.
So cute. And
super easy.
So for me, I didn't have, my Dollar Tree didn't have that jute covered wire. But my Walmart in sort of the floral area, it had this paper covered wire. Now this is a little thicker gauge, and these aren't as long as having that kind of spool of it. So you're just going to have to kind of go for the shape and the pattern that you're looking for. It took me 3 pieces of this wire, I think.
Okay.
It was either 2 or 3. And then I just kind of followed that same idea. So by just putting them together, zigzag, kind of linking them.
Yeah.
And then you get that same sort of pumpkin.
I love that. They're so cute. I like that they're rustic. They're fun. You know,
Yep.
It's not the standard, like take the plastic pumpkin stem and wrap jute around it, which looks nice and is easy to do.
Yep.
But this is just a little bit something different. And I like that it's kind of quirky and a little more natural looking, and it's homemade, right? It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun to do. So we're just going to take our fancy schmancy little stem, pumpkin stem, and we're going to glue it to the top of our pumpkin. All right, try not to burn my fingers as I hold it down. I think that's a hard thing to do.
That's
when you're
always the challenge with the glue gun.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. This looks so cute. Oh, it looks so cute. I love how it turns out. Oh, this is so adorable. So fun. I love it. It's so cute.
Here's a little pumpkin
There
there.
you go. Yay. Yay. So adorable. Just love it. And like I said, I could see these in different sizes, different fabrics, all that good stuff. You can really customize them for your own decor or the fabrics that you have on hand.
Yep.
This is really so sweet. A lot of fun.
Yeah, and it's a
Okay.
great way, like I said, a great way to use up some of your craft fabrics. For those of you that are quilters out there, I know you guys have stacks and stacks of
Yeah.
remnants of things. So just, you know, come up with whatever you're trying to do kind of a theme. And as Patty said, you can do different size pumpkins and just make a little like a tablescape, or you could set them on a shelf, however you want to display them. But I think they turn out so cute.
They do turn out cute. Ginger wanted to be on camera, I think. She was trying to get my attention. What do you think? Pretty cool, huh?
She said,
Yeah.
I like the treat days better.
I know, exactly. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody. We hope we've inspired you to get out there, go to Dollar Tree, see what you come up with. Give the pumpkin stem a try.
Yeah.
Give it a try and see what you think. I think it's a lot of fun and super easy. You know, just a couple little folds, bend it up from the bottom, twist it around, give it a little curly spin, and you're good to go. So thanks for being with us. Hey, Sandy, thanks for being with us as well. Everybody, if you're watching on the replay, let us know and sprinkle the love. It does help us out a lot. Have a good one.
Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.